Morning everyone, this is Renee with Crafted by Renee. So I am in the process of making the ghost rug or the Halloween rug that I started yesterday, and this fabric is wonderful because all of the prints, you can see almost all of the fabric, the center of the fabric, most of them you can see very clearly. I've got bows here, spider webs here, skulls here, full ghosts, and in most cases even like full jack-o'-lanterns, full jack-o'-lanterns. There's some pattern with ravens on it, more pink ghosts and some dots. So you can actually see this pattern. It's just the right size. When folded over, it happened to work out, and you can actually see all of or most of the pattern on the fabric, which makes this such a prettier rug because you'll be able to see it when you're standing on it, walking past it, or walking over it. So most people, I am working on the curves, and I just wanted to share how I hold my fabric as I'm coming around a curve. So I'm still just about on the straight here, and I'm going to be coming around the curve. I keep my presser foot about 1 millimeter over to the right, and that's just because of the way my walking foot is. I can see where the center is. It's not direct center. And so I actually make sure that I have my center correct so that my stitches come correctly around the corner. Now this tube is pretty stellar. I have real even tubes, so I don't have any issues. So it is naturally leaning up against the other side of the fabric that I'm sewing against. And when I come on the curve, so my middle finger is pressing this fabric up against to make sure that I have no gaps. That's what the middle finger is doing. And that's how I hold this material. My pointer finger is keeping or tamping down or holding down the fabric here, because as you're coming around the curve, you want this fabric to be flat. I also don't want to jump the tube up over the edge or have gaps in there. So I basically use my middle finger to hold the fabric against the edges, and my pointer finger to basically flatten down the fabric as I'm coming around the curve. And when I come around the curve, I do push a little bit and lift it up. Now, this is just an example, but I do push it and lift it up because your walking foot is going to take that material and gather it as it needs to come around the curve. And so it still needs to be gathered. We're no longer doing that. You're no longer doing that on your own. So I'm going to come through this curve, and I'm still on the straight. As I get to the curve, I start pushing the fabric up just a hair, because it will on the turn gather on its own from the walking foot. And that's the point. I keep my fabric in line using my middle finger, my pointer finger on the index finger, and I have my left hand turning the wheel, turning the fabric, the whole rug as I'm going along here. And I'm staying in my 1 millimeter zone because I know that's the best set for me. If I move it over, it doesn't go on the right hand side enough. So as you can see, I'm literally pushing up just a hair. I'm sort of gathering and holding this side, pushing this side up against, and I'm going to continue around this curve as I normally do. And then when I get on the straight and narrow here, you just keep rolling along. So I'm back on the straight and narrow. And of course, I don't do that lifting and pushing as I'm on the straight and narrow. I just go down the straight. I hope this helps as a sewing tip for all of you. And again, this is just my way of keeping this even and these rugs cleanly connected. Thanks everyone for watching. Please go out to craftedbyrenee.com if you're interested in purchasing any of the items that I've made. I appreciate you, and have a wonderful Sunday.